Well, hey there, everyone. It's Simeon back with you again. Thanks for joining me here. So, we are still here in Boulder, Colorado, right after this huge flood, and we're actually told that it's supposed to get bad again. We have a little beautiful break in the sun. What I want to show you here is something which actually I personally find very fascinating. It's my storage unit area. Now, I have to admit that this is one of the ugliest storage unit things I've ever seen. I mean, I've seen some of those indoor ones, you know, where it's dust-free and it's hermetically sealed and people use it to store expensive antiques. And it's beautiful and fine and everything. And I saw this one, I thought, oh, this is just hideous looking. But here's the deal. They knew what they were doing when they designed it because they designed it for resiliency. I just checked my storage unit here. Bone dry. After 5 days of punishing rain, not a single drop got into my unit. And you can see why. They've designed it for certain areas are very raised up off the ground to keep them from the water, which goes along this side of this driving area here. In the background, you can see that there are these vast slopes, and they go up to down to the property. You know, really steep. Whoever designed this knew what they were doing, and even though it's not the prettiest thing in the world, it works. And after a 500-year-old storm, we're told, rain, that happens once every 500 years, if that's what it is, nothing was affected, and that's great because I store my books in there, Opening Minds and Planetary Intelligence, and I don't want them to get wet, so you can read them. So anyway, this is just another example of how you can have intelligent design built into our architecture, where you anticipate and you plan for all sorts of contingencies and disasters and whatever could happen. It just takes an amount of forethought, and it takes using your imagination and coming up with a design that works. This is a design that works. It may not win any beauty awards, but it wins on functionality because, as far as I can see here, none of the units were flooded. It just worked very well for what it's designed to do, and that's something we should consider in the things that we design and build in our lives, okay? All right, well, hey, it's Simeon back with you again. I just thought I'd add a little more into previous film footage we just talked of my storage unit. We just happened to come across another storage unit. You can see it's very unfortunate what happened there, but just a lot of water coming through. We're told by the security guard that one of the units actually picked up and moved itself down the road a little bit. It just shows you
point it out
that, yeah, right there, that you know, thinking things out really makes a difference. The placement of this unit is obviously very different. It's much closer to where a stream is, and it's completely inundated with water because it's very flat and it's located close by. And it just shows you that the way we design things really does matter. And it's just like night and day. The other unit completely dry now. Water moved in the correct places, and we saw why that was. And here it's flat, close to water, no resiliency or buffer built in. And this is going to be the consequence. So I just thought you'd find that interesting. The resiliency really matters, anti-fragility, and buffer zones in the way you plan different systems, the way we're built, and the way nature works. And it's just quite fascinating to look at the contrast there. Okay, thanks a lot. We'll talk to you soon. Take care for now. Bye.